The phone sits in your hand. The screen glows. You scroll to the same message. Again. It's unread, unanswered. Each swipe pulls tighter. The weight doesn't lift. You know it won't change. Yet you check. The loop holds you. Silent. Unseen. Why do you return when the words stay the same? Is it hope or just a reflex you can't break? The urge to see, to know, to hold. It's a trap, not theirs, yours. Each tap deepens the numbness. The second stack. The chest tightens. You're not healing. You're repeating. The pain grows. Not because they left, but because you stay. In the same moment. In the same cage. Unnoticed. Invisible to everyone. Except you. You have power over your mind, not outside events. The screen isn't your chain. The message isn't your truth. Their silence isn't your worth. You didn't reply this time. Did you choose? Or just freeze? Was it stillness? Or just another pause before the next swipe? Look at your hand. The phone is still there. The screen dims. The room stays quiet. What do you hold when you let it go? You keep the photo. It's proof you cared. Proof they mattered. The frame sits on the shelf, untouched. You pass it daily. Each glance pulls. You think it holds meaning. You think it keeps them close. It doesn't. The image fades. The memory doesn't. You believe holding it saves something. Loyalty, love, loss. But it's a trap. The photo isn't them. It's not you. It's just weight, piling in silence. Each look tightens the loop. You're not remembering. You're clinging. What's left when you let it go? Nothing? Or just stillness? The shelf stays empty. The pain doesn't own you. You walk past. The frame is gone. The room is quiet. Lesson 1. Chasing validation. You draft the message. The words line up. You edit. Again. Each letter carries weight. A plea for them to see. To understand. You think explaining will shift something. Their silence will break. Their distance will close. You hit send. The screen stays blank. Nothing changes. The urge to be heard pulls. It's not new. You've done this before. In texts. In calls. In moments you stood silent, hoping they'd notice. Each attempt stacks. The weight grows. Not in their mind, but in yours. The need to be seen, it's a loop. It doesn't end with their reply. It ends with your choice. You think validation proves you're enough, that their nod, their words, their glance will fill the gap, but it doesn't. Each chase deepens the invisible ache, the one no one sees, the one you carry alone. Their approval, it's not your anchor, it's your chain. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Epictetus. Their thoughts are not yours to control. Their silence is not your sentence. You don't need their eyes to stand. Stop. Don't send. Delete the draft. The urge will rise again. It always does. But you can pause. You can choose not explaining. Let the silence sit. It's not surrender. It's self-command. The phone stays locked. The words stay unwritten. The loop waits, but you don't step in. You don't owe anything. The air feels still now. The urge to speak, to be seen, it lingers, but it doesn't rule. Another reflex stirs. Another trap. Lesson 2. Clinging to memory. The drawer sits heavy. Inside, a letter, a photo, a moment, frozen. You don't open it often, but it's there. Always there. A weight you carry without touching. You tell yourself it's just a keepsake, a piece of what was, but it's not. It's a chain, a shadow that doesn't fade. Each time you pass, it pulls. The memory stings. Not because it's gone, but because you hold it. You think keeping it keeps them, keeps you. But it's a lie. The past isn't in the paper. It's in your grip, Each refusal to release builds a wall. Isolation grows. Silent, unseen. The drawer is a cage. Your heart, the lock. You don't need the letter to remember. You don't need the photo to feel, but you hold on. Because letting go feels like betrayal, like loss. It's not. It's freedom. The weight isn't love. It's clinging. There is nothing more wretched than a man who traverses everything in a whirl and knows not what he seeks. Seneca, the memory isn't your truth. It's your trap. You don't need to carry it to prove you cared. Take the drawer, empty it. Not to forget, not to erase, but to you unhook. Let the paper burn. Let the photo fade. The past stays, but it doesn't rule. You choose what holds you. You choose stillness. The drawer is empty now. The weight lifts. The room feels lighter. The void is where it clears. A man sits alone. The fire crackles. The last letter burns. He doesn't cry. He doesn't smile. He just watches. The ashes rise. The weight falls. The next reflex waits. Another shadow to face. Lesson 3. Suppressing pain. You smile. The words come easy. I'm fine. You say it again. To them. To yourself. The room hums with noise. Conversations. Laughter. But inside, it's quiet. Too quiet. The ache sits. You push it down. You always do. Each time you swallow the hurt, it sinks deeper. Not gone, just buried. The weight stacks. Silent. Heavy. You think hiding it protects you, keeps you strong, keeps you whole. It doesn't. It's a loop. Suppressing builds numbness. The kind no one sees. The kind that cuts you off from yourself. The pain doesn't speak, but it stays. It waits. In the chest. In the pause before sleep. You think you're in control. You're not. You're just delaying. Each "I'm fine" adds a brick. The wall grows. Isolation takes root. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears.
Seneca, the pain isn't your enemy. It's your signal. Stop hiding it. Stop running. Sit with it.
Don't speak. Don't smile. Just breathe. Let the ache rise. Let it pass. It's not weakness. It's awareness. You don't need to be fine. You need to be here. The smile fades. The room falls silent. The weight shifts. Pain doesn't mean truth. Why do you keep pretending? The voice asks. It's easier, you reply. Easier than what? Silence. You don't answer. The voice waits. Another trap lies ahead. Another reflex to break. Lesson 4. Hoarding possessions. The closet overflows. Old clothes. Faded books. Trinkets you don't touch. They pile up. You see them daily. You think they're just things. Harmless. A part of you. They're not. They're weight. Each item pulls. Silent. Unseen. You keep them because they mean something. A memory. A moment. A version of you that's gone. You think letting go erases the past. So you hold on. The shelves groan. The space shrinks. Emptiness grows. Not from loss, but from clinging. One path keeps, it stacks. It buries. The other releases. It clears. The first feels safe, familiar. The second feels like falling. It's not. It's freedom. The things you own, they own you back. Every untouched box is a chain. All things are temporary. They must pass. Marcus Aurelius. The book isn't your story. The shirt isn't your skin. They don't define you. Release them. Open the closet. Sort, discard. Not to forget, but to breathe. Keep what serves. Let the rest go. It's not loss. It's clarity. The shelves are bare. The room feels open. The weight lifts. Detachment is a form of respect. The air shifts. The urge to hold. It fades, but another reflex stirs. Another chain to see. Lesson 5. Reacting to rejection. The message arrives. Short, cold. It cuts. You read it again. The words don't change. They don't explain. They don't soften. Your thumb hovers. You want to reply, to fix it, to make them see. You think a response will shift the silence. It won't. It's a trap. You've been here before. The sting of rejection pulls. You chase. You explain. You plead. Each word you send digs deeper, not into them, into you. The loop tightens. Loss grows. Not because they turned away, but because you follow. They don't owe you clarity. You think their answer will free you. It doesn't. It's your reaction that binds you. You assume responding proves your worth. It proves nothing. It's just noise. If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment of them. Marcus Aurelius. Their words aren't your cage. Your reaction is, don't reply. Lock the phone. Not texting isn't defeat. It's choice. Let the silence hold. Let the sting pass. It's not weakness. It's self-command. The screen stays dark. The urge fades. The quiet settles. Silence isn't surrender. A shadow moves. It follows. Always. You step forward. It stays. You don't chase it. You don't fight it. You see it and walk on. Another reflex waits. Another pull to break. Lesson 6. Overthinking outcomes. The clock ticks. You sit. The mind spins. What if they reply? What if they don't? What if the job falls through? What if it doesn't? The questions pile. They loop. You think mapping every path gives you control. It doesn't. It's a cage. Each thought pulls you further. Away from now. Into a future you can't touch. You plan. You predict. You replay. The anxiety grows. Not from what might happen, but from what you can't stop thinking. The loop feeds itself. Silent. Relentless. You believe overthinking prepares you. It doesn't. It steals you. From the moment. From the breath. You can't control the outcome. You never could. But you can control the pause. It is not the things themselves that disturb men, but their judgments about them. Epictetus. The future isn't your burden. Your thoughts are, stop. Observe the spiral. Don't feed it. Pause. Breathe. Let the questions sit. They don't need answers. They need silence. You don't solve the future. You live the now. The clock keeps ticking. The mind stills. The weight eases. You don't have to react. The room holds its quiet. The spiral slows. But another reflex stirs. Another thought to face. Lesson 7. Avoiding truth. You nod. You laugh. The conversation flows. But the ache sits. In the chest. In the pause between words. You feel it. You know it's there. You turn away. You say nothing. You think silence hides it. It doesn't. Each dodge builds a wall. The truth waits. You smile to cover it. You stay busy to bury it. But it's there. In the mirror. In the quiet. Isolation grows. Not from others, but from yourself. Avoiding doesn't erase. It deepens. The pain isn't the enemy. Running is. You think facing it will break you. It won't. It's the hiding that cracks the foundation. The truth doesn't move. It stays. Heavy. Unseen. You must face what you fear, or it will rule you. Epictetus. The ache isn't your cage. Your refusal is. See it. Don't flinch. Don't run. Sit. Breathe through it. Let the truth rise. It's not destruction. It's awareness. You don't need to fix it. You need to witness it. The laughter stops. The mirror reflects. The silence holds. Not doing is power too. A woman sat alone in 1943. Her city burned. She wrote one truth in her journal. I am afraid. She didn't hide it. She didn't run. She stood clearer. Another reflex waits. Another truth to face. Lesson 8. Seeking closure. The phone buzzes. No name, just a number. You know who it is. Your pulse quickens. You wait for words that explain, that end it cleanly. You check again. Nothing comes. You draft a reply. You delete it. You think closure will free you. It won't. The need to know, it's a trap. You've stood in this doorway before, waiting for their reason, their apology, their truth. Each wait pulls you back. Regret grows. Not for what was lost, but for what you chase. The loop doesn't close. It tightens. Their silence isn't your answer. You think it's the key to moving on. It's not. It's your anchor. You're not stuck in their story. You're stuck in your own, hoping, expecting. If you wish to be well, you must cease to desire what is not in your power.
Seneca, their words won't heal you. Their absence doesn't define you. Disengage.
Don't wait. Don't ask. Lock the phone. Not chasing. It's not surrender. It's freedom. The silence isn't empty. It's yours. The buzzing stops. The screen stays still. The quiet holds. You can end without drama. The air settles. The need to know fades. But another reflex stirs. Another wait to see. Lesson 9. Fearing emptiness. The room is quiet. Too quiet. You move. You scroll. You turn on the noise. Anything to fill the space. The silence presses. It's heavy. You think it's empty. You think it's failure. So you run. You fill it. Each distraction builds a wall. The void waits. You fear it. You think stillness means you've lost. It doesn't. The loop feeds on your escape. Exhaustion grows. Not from the world, but from your fear. The silence isn't your enemy. Your flight is. You believe a full life is loud, busy, known. It's not. The quiet holds more. It's not absence, it's presence. You don't need to fill it. You need to face it. There is nothing, either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Epictetus, the void isn't your full. Your judgment is, be here. Don't run. Don't hide. Sit. Breathe. Let the silence stay. It's not loss. It's ground. You don't need noise to exist. You need awareness. The noise fades. The room holds still. The weight lifts. Stillness is enough. When Marcus Aurelius faced sleepless nights, he didn't chase thoughts. He sat with the dark. He wrote, the silence became his strength. Another reflex waits. Another fear to break. Lesson 10. Holding shame. The mirror reflects. You look away. The thought creeps in. I wasn't enough. It stings. You push it down. But it stays. In the chest. In the quiet. You carry it. Silent. Heavy. You think it's yours to keep. It's not. Shame isn't truth. It's a loop. You replay the moment. Their words. Your silence. Each time, you judge. You sentence. You think you deserve the weight. You don't. It's not your fault they left. It's not your flaw they didn't see. The voice inside doesn't lie, but it traps. It whispers, you failed. You always do. You listen. You nod. The shame grows. Not from what happened, but from what you believe. You're not broken. You're... No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. Their judgment isn't your chain. Your shame is... Unhook. You don't need their approval to stand. Pausa. Look again. Breathe through it. Say less to yourself. The mirror doesn't judge, it sees. You don't need to prove you're enough. You are. The reflection holds. The voice quiets. The weight shifts. Let go isn't weakness. The air clears. The mirror stills. Another reflex waits. Another voice to face. Lesson 11. Expecting fairness. You wait. The phone stays silent. They owe you an answer. A reason. A nod. You think fairness will come. That they'll see your pain. That they'll explain. You check again. Nothing. The grief builds, not from their silence, but from your hope. You've stood here before, expecting justice, expecting closure. You think the world balances itself, that good deeds earn good endings. It doesn't. The loop pulls. You wait. You hope blindly. Each moment you linger, the weight grows. Invisible. Heavy. Fairness is a trap. You think it's owed. It's not. Their silence isn't your debt. Their absence isn't your punishment. You don't need their reasons to move. You need your own. There is but one thing of real value to live according to nature. Marcus Aurelius. Their fairness isn't your truth. Your expectation is withdraw. You don't need their scales to stand. Stop checking. Lock the phone. Breathe. Let the wait end. It's not justice. It's self-command. The silence settles. The phone stays still. The grief lifts. You don't owe anything. In 2019, 78% of people reported revisiting painful memories daily, seeking answers that never came. The cycle holds. Until you stop, the final weight lifts. A quiet choice remains. The choice sits there, cold, unmoving. You feel it, in the pause, in the breath. You didn't check the phone. You didn't chase the answer. The urge passed, but it's not gone. It waits. Another reflex stirs. Another pull to face. The silence you chose, it holds weight. Not heavy, not light. Just present. You think it's enough. You think you've won. Maybe. Or maybe it's just a moment. A crack in the loop. The next test comes. It always does. You've walked this far. The messages stay unread. The drawer stays empty. The mirror reflects clearer. But the mind doesn't rest. It searches for the next weight. For the next trap. You don't need to fight it. You need to see it. Brave. The choice isn't final. It's now. Each pause builds. Each non-reaction strengthens. The quiet isn't victory. It's ground. The air stays still. The moment holds. Another step waits. Another silence to claim. The silence deepens. You sit in it. No phone, no noise. Just you. The urge to move, to fill the void. It's there. But you hold. You stay still. The moment stretches. It's not comfort. It's clarity. You've stopped chasing, stopped explaining, stopped waiting. Each choice carves a line. Not forward, not back. Just here. The weight of the past doesn't vanish. It shifts. Lighter. Not gone. But yours to carry. Or release. The mind whispers. What now? It wants a plan. A path. It wants control. Let it whisper. Don't answer. The question isn't your chain. The need to know is, observe it. Let it pass. No one can lose either the past or the future, for how can one be deprived of what one does not possess? Marcus Aurelius. The now is enough. The silence is enough. Be here. The breath slows. The room stays quiet. Another reflex waits. Another choice to make. The quiet holds you. No rush, no pull. Just the breath. You didn't reach for the phone. You didn't open the drawer. The silence isn't empty. It's full. Of you. Present. Unchained. But the reflex lingers. It always does. The itch to check, to know, to hold something. It's faint now.
Weaker, but it's there. You don't fight it. You don't run.
You witness. The urge rises. It falls. It doesn't rule. Each moment you choose stillness, you build. Not a wall, not a shield, a center, a ground. The world spins. The noise waits. But you don't. You're here. The past doesn't pull. The future doesn't push. You have power over your mind knot. Outside events. Marcus Aurelius. The reflex isn't your master. Your awareness is. Stay still. Let the itch fade. The air is clear. The silence stays. Another choice waits. Another line to hold. The line holds. You feel it. In the chest. In the pause. The silence isn't fragile. It's strong. You didn't reach for the noise. You didn't chase the thought. The moment is yours. Not theirs. Not the past's. The urge flickers. It's there. Always. A whisper. To check. To explain. To break the quiet. It pulls. Softly now. Weaker. You don't fight it. You don't run. You witness. The shadow moves. You stay. Grounded. Each non-reaction strengthens. Not a battle. Not a prize. A foundation. A center. The world shouts. The mind stirs. But you hold. Present. The silence doesn't scare you. It anchors you. What need is there to seek what is not in our power? Seneca. The reflex isn't your truth. Your choice is. Breathe through it. Let the whisper fade. The air stays clear. The quiet holds. Another reflex waits. Another moment to claim. The silence thickens. It wraps you. Not tight, not loose. Just there. You breathe into it. The phone stays untouched. The thoughts pass. You didn't follow. You didn't cling. The moment holds. Clear. Unshaken. The reflex whispers. It's faint, but stubborn. A tug. To look back. To question. To break the stillness. It rises. It waits. You don't move. You see it. A shadow passing. Not your chain. Not your truth. Each choice to stay present builds. Not a wall. Not a fight. A root. A ground. The noise outside fades. The past's grip weakens. You're not running. You're present. The silence isn't absence. It's strength. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Marcus Aurelius, the reflex isn't your chain. Your awareness cuts it. Observe. Don't chase. The breath steadies. The quiet holds. Another pulse waits. Another line to draw. The line deepens. You feel it. In the breath. In the pause. The quiet isn't heavy. It's steady. You didn't chase the thought. You didn't break the stillness. The moment belongs to you. Not the reflex. Not the shadow. The urge whispers. It's there. Faint. Persistent. A tug. To check. To fill the space. To move. It rises. It hovers. You don't follow. You witness. The flicker passes. It's not your chain. It's just air. Each non-reaction deepens. Not a triumph. Not a struggle. A foundation. A center. The noise waits. The past lingers. But you're here. The silence doesn't pull. It holds. What we need is not to be moved by things, but to remain unmoved. Seneca. The reflex isn't your truth. Your awareness is. Stay still. Let the tug fade. The air steadies. The quiet remains. Another reflex waits. Another choice to make. The quiet holds. You breathe. The silence sits. Not heavy. Not light. Just present. You didn't chase the flicker. You didn't stir the noise. The moment is yours, not the urges, not the past's. The reflex lingers. It's soft, but there, a whisper, to look back, to question, to break the stillness. It rises. It waits. You don't move. You see! The shadow passes. It's not your weight. It's nothing. Each choice to stay grounded builds. Not a path. Not a win. A route. A center. The world hums. The thoughts drift. But you're here. The silence doesn't trap you. It anchors you. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Marcus Aurelius, the urge isn't your chain. Your presence is. Observe. Let the whisper dissolve. The breath steadies. The quiet deepens. The moment holds. A final pause waits. The phone lies face down. The screen is dark. The room holds its breath. No hum, no flicker. Just you, sitting, still. The urge to check didn't win. The pull to explain didn't move you. The silence stays. Not heavy, not empty, just there. You didn't chase. You didn't cling. The moment passed. Not loud, not grand, quiet. A choice. The weight shifted. Not gone, but lighter. You didn't need their words. You didn't need the noise. You stood. Here. The quiet. Was it strength or just a pause? Did you choose or just delay the next loop? The question sits. It doesn't need an answer. Stillness is a choice that holds.